Hello. In this section, we will focus on the virtualized RAN or vRAN and open RAN concepts. This would be all in context of 5G radio networks. So in this learning, we will focus on some of the key component of the 5G radio access network. We'll look at the network architecture and some of the associated radio access networks components like gNodeB and how the gNodeB is split into the centralized unit, distributed unit, and the radio unit. We will also talk about the connectivity of all of those RAN components and how they are connected using protocols like CPRI or evolved CPRI, as well as Ethernet as a packet transport connectivity. We will look at how the 5G radio network evolves and how the virtualization gets involved in deploying some of the components of the gNodeB, especially the CU or the central unit and the distributed unit or the DU. Then we will transition our focus on the Open RAN or the initiative of the O-RAN Alliance. In that O-RAN Alliance, we have defined the architecture of the gNodeB or the 5G RAN. We have also defined various open interfaces that connects different components of O-RAN, especially the split option interface of 7-2 that connects between the DU and the RU. Finally, we will conclude our discussion with one example of how RAN slicing can be deployed in 5G RAN using the concepts of O-RAN. So we have divided this course into the topics of starting with the 5G RAN architecture and the transport connectivity, how the 5G RAN would be virtualized, the component of the CU and DU, the Open RAN initiative and the architecture defined by O-RAN Alliance, example of RAN slicing, and example of some of the deployment scenarios, and we will conclude.